Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing our fifth video in the LeetCode 75 study plan. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. It's going to be the reverse vowels of a string problem. It's still ranked as an easy problem. Next video we're going to be moving on to the mediums. But as far as the array and string category is concerned, this is the last easy problem. I did check it out and made a solution to it prior to recording this video. And compared to the previous problems, it is a little bit more challenging, but it's definitely still doable. Let's go ahead and look at the instructions for it, right? Pretty straightforward. Given a string S, reverse only all the vowels in the string and return it. The vowels are A, E, I, O, and U, and they can appear in both lower and upper cases and more than once, right? And then right here, you can see on my screen, we have some example input. As you can see, hello turns into hole, and LeetCode turns into Leo said, or however you want to say that. So let's go ahead and dive right into the code implementation. The first thing, right, that we want to do is we need to create an integer array to record the position. And then we also need an array of characters to record the vowels. And then we need a counter, which we can just have as just a normal integer to keep track of the vowels, right? Let's go ahead and do that here. For those of you who are new to Java, this will be helpful for you, because I can show you how to create integer arrays. So it's pretty straightforward. Here we can do this, and then I'm just going to call this position equals new int, and then we want to set this equal to the length of the input string, right? And then we'll do it for character as well. Call this vowels. And then we'll set this equal to the length of the input string. Excuse my typing. Okay. And count equal to 0. Okay, so then now that we have this out of the way, we want to dive into our for loop, right? So let's iterate over the input string to locate the vowels. And then for each character in the string, we'll check if it's a vowel by seeing if its index is in the string A, E, I, O, U in both lower and uppercase, and that it's not equal to 1 or -1. We can just use that as an arbitrary number. If it is a vowel, we'll store its position and character in our arrays, right? We need to create just a normal for loop, and then it's going to be iterate the entire input string, right? Cool. So then I'll show you what I'm going to do right here. We'll just have a char c, and then we'll set this equal to s char ats I. Cool. And then basically, this is where we create our custom string, right? So A, E, I, O, U, and then we have to do this in uppercase. Cool. And then index of, and that's where the C comes into place. It's not equal to -1. So we're basically just checking if a vowel exists in the input string, and then if it does, we're trying to get the position, right? And then this is how we do that. Cool. And then we need to set the position of our counter at index counter equal to I, right? Because then that's going to give us the position of the vowel. And then we need to grab the vowel. So that's going to be at counter plus plus, which is just counter plus 1, equal to C, right? That's our character. And my bad, I put counter instead of count. Okay. So next, we need to convert our original string into a character array. So that will allow us to replace the vowels in the next step. So that's a pretty straightforward thing to do. Just like we did earlier, we just make a char array, right? And we can call this one result. And then it's just S, and then Java has a little built-in method for us to use, right? Cool. So then now we need to iterate over the indices of the found vowels and then replace them in the result in reverse order. So this will give us our final result. Okay, so it's just another for loop. Cool. And then instead of iterating through the length of the input string, we're going to iterate through the length of the counter. So I is less than count, I plus plus. All right, and then so it's a little bit tricky right here just because we're doing it in reverse order, right? So it's going to be result position I, right, as our index, equal to vowels, and then it's going to be count minus I, because it's reversed, and then minus 1, because it's all arrays are 0 index, right? And then that's our solution to the problem. All we need to do now is return our result char array as a string, and we can do this with casting, which is super simple. So return new string and then result. Cool. So let's go ahead and try this. Yep, as you can see, we have our answer right here. It works, it passes all the test case. So let's go ahead and talk about space and time complexity. So for the time complexity, it's pretty straightforward. Yes, we have two for loops, but we're just iterating through the s.length, right, which is going to be the length of the input string. So we can call our time complexity big O of n. And then for the space complexity, since we're using our char array of vowels at the length s.length and position at s.length, then our space complexity is big O of n as well. So there you have it. Thank you for watching this walkthrough, and I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment, and also don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos in our LeetCode 75 study plan series. So yeah, see you guys later.